there's new drinks, and then there's new to Quincy, right? So sometimes distributors, it takes a while to get all around the United States, and so we have one today. This is one of my favorite names for beers. Yeah, Foggy Geezer.
What was the Jesus one we had that one time?
Oh God, pecan Jesus or something like that. I don't know. So this is from War Pigs Brewery.
Another good name,
which is a cool name. But if you buy this beer, Foggy Geezer, when you check out, you have to use a British accent when you say it.
Can you say it?
I'll take the Foggy Geezer.
That's a pretty good British accent.
And your eye has to close because something's wrong with it, like old British people.
You said it like a wizard for some reason.
Foggy Geezer.
That's a Foggy Geezer. That's more Australian. But the other thing, like with this can, it's got a skull and an astronaut's helmet.
That's pretty dope.
What's with that?
Well, he's been floating around space for a while and decided to craft some brews.
So this is a Hazy.
Hazy?
I just made a combo. A Hazy IPA. A Hazy. If Snoop Dogg was.
Now, okay, so the Hazies or the IPAs that I've brought onto the program, typically, I've got Jones to like.
Correct.
I know his palate at this point, so I'm thinking he's not going to like this because he doesn't like Hazy IPAs. I'm a big fan of this. I have had this before in Chicago, so I enjoyed it. But I don't know. I'm interested to hear what Jonesy thinks of this.
So it's citrus and tropical hop varieties. That's what's I normally like tropical. So
that's a typical combination for your IPA.
So it's not too potent. I mean, that's the good thing about hazies, because we've had a couple of hazy IPAs on the show before, is it helps tone down the piney flavor.
Yeah, but this one sits in your palate for a second and then
bites you in the back.
Yeah,
so you get the bitters. You get the bitters in the back.
You get the bitters.
Kind of like a spicy foods. Whenever you have a Carolina Reaper, it's in the back of your throat. That's what this is kind of like.
Yeah, for you IPA fans, you're gonna like the lasting flavor of it because it hits you light. But then as you drink it, it's going to feel heavier than probably what the beer's consistency really is.
Right. Now, as far as a mouthfeel, the hazies feel more foamy, I'll call it, I guess as a mouthfeel. I mean, the good news is it doesn't have the lasting piney flavor. But it does, it's hoppy, but it's not a piney, if there's a difference.
There's definitely a difference. There's definitely a difference between piney and hoppy. But once again, this is one that's pretty smooth, and yeah, I think that the weight of it at the end of it is going to separate this IPA from other IPAs, right? Because it does have a heavy aftertaste, and that's unusual. But for this beer, it's one of its callings. So
out of 6-pack, how many are you drinking?
Oh, I like this beer. I'd do 5 out of 6 rating for this beer for sure.
I'll go with 3 because I don't know if I could drink too many because of that lasting aftertaste.
Yeah.
After maybe drink 3 and then something else on top of that.
You'd
maybe
feel
I'm drinking
heavy.
a Mike. Maybe I'm drinking a Mike's after that hard freeze just to get rid of that aftertaste.
When was the last time, Jones, that you used the word geezer? And in what context did you probably use it?
Probably jokingly, to say, I'm getting to be an old geezer now.
Oh, you ripped on yourself.
It's been a while. I don't know if I've ever called anybody a geezer.
Yeah, so...
Call anybody, like, for real? Or just jokingly?
No, I've never used it. I don't call people names, though, Jones. I'm a pretty nice guy, so... But the term for our British followers, I'm sure they're all over our Facebook.
Why is it go put to British?
Because geezer's like, we kind of throw out how would I compare it?
Like we call geezer an old person. What is British?
It's just like it's a common put down.
Oh, okay. So it's just like
it's like if you're being a DB, you're being a geezer. Yeah.
So it's just like you're dumb or odd.
Yeah. Yeah, that's more of a common term, kind of like Muppet.
Now, where did you learn this?
Soccer.
They just call people geezers. On the soccer
geezers,
field.
Muppets. There's a lot of other.
Muppets.
Yeah, that's.
I've never heard that one before.
You haven't? So that's the same thing. Like that would be a
bloke. I've heard bloke.
Bloke. Yep.
Is that similar? Is a geezer a bloke?
Yeah. Geezer, bloke, Muppet. These are all just your average everyday put downs.
Learn something new every day while you're drinking beer.
I mean, they'll probably comment on me and tell me I'm a stupid Yankee, but I don't care. I've heard it.
Wanker?
So. Wanker, hey,
there's another one.
You're hot right now. The Foggy Geezer's got him going. He ain't foggy too long.